Before I start this video, I want to clarify a few things. In this video, I talk about anyone who doesn't like studying his actual subject. Also, please keep in mind, this video excludes studying medicine and pilot and a lot more that definitely need to be teaching in school and university. Now let's start with this quote. Woody Allen said, "I loathe every day and regret every day I spent in school. I like to be taught, to read and write and add, and then be left alone." Actually, the school doesn't give you an education. You will waste at least 10 years from your life in school, only to learn at the end how to read, write, subtract and add. All this will be given to you at your first year in school, but starting from your second year, you will start some endless pointless race with strange people to see who will get higher marks. Basically, all that you do in school is staying up late, getting frustrated, angry or even cry. Or just to memorize some books, which you know that you will forget the second you finish the exams. The information you have before your school year starts is probably the same as the information you will have week after finishing the exams. Ask yourself, what about your last year in school after all the studying, books and private classes you took? How much information you still memorize, and how much useful information from them can you name? You should take some time alone and ask yourself if you are going to school just to memorize things you know you will forget the second you finish the exams. Why are you still going to school then? The whole school system was created thousands of years ago, exactly from the early 16th century, to let the new generations take the information from teachers and scientists. But now this is over, you don't need a teacher to tell you some basic or even important information. You're holding between your hands a device that contains all the information mankind has ever known. All the things you studied and all the things you didn't study, all the information about any picture, video, news or events that ever happened. Actually, we got used to going to school without thinking about it, and if you think your parents make you go there because they care about your education, not because they have traditions that they inherited from society, then you still don't understand. Let's say they want you to make a choice between two things. First is to study and understand all the books they gave you, but in return, you will get C in the exams. Or the second choice, so you don't have to study or even come to school, but in return, you will get A+ in the finals and be the top of your class. What would you choose? A 100% guarantee you will choose the second option. Studying school books are not necessary, because you know you will forget them after exams anyway. But if the unluckily happened, and you appear to be the type which actually cares about the books, so your parents will force you to choose the second option, saying that what matters is the result at the end. The school doesn't teach you anything, it only makes you memorize stuff, and also it's a temporarily memorizing until exams pass. The useful outcome from any school year is zero. If we are talking about real education, then 1 year of reading science articles or watching science documentary films, just 1 year will be worth more than 10 years of memorizing school books. The scientific researchers say that school isn't for learning, schools are just for showing off. The best countries in education actually manage to get rid of the boring schools and replace them with schools that care about every child as an individual. School that tries to understand every child's needs, dreams, and what he wants to be, to start shaping that path for him, to let him work in a field he loves after growing up. So if you think that you are going to school for education and to learn, leave school and learn from the internet. You will have the freedom of reading and the freedom of time. You won't suffer from any mental or psychological stress like you have in school and exams, and you will be able to read the things you actually like. That's if we are talking about real education. But what if you already know that school is a waste of time and it's just a pointless memorizing race for the sake of grades? Can you still go just to be able to get a job in future? Let's look at the statistics. Only 27% of people work in a field that's related to their degrees. I really agree with them. Also, 80% of people hate their jobs, and 32% of the most 100 richest people don't have a college degree. If you are one of the people who just want to get something to eat and that's it, fine, go to school, waste 20 years of life, to be able to waste the rest working in a job from 9 to 5. The school will give you exactly that. But if you're different, if you want to live different life, don't waste it chasing degrees for no reason. Instead of that, follow your dreams, and this doesn't necessarily require school. You can be a multi-millionaire just by playing games and upload them on YouTube, or stream on Twitch. The world has changed. Yes, the school can give you a job after 20 years but can't give you the life you always dream of. All the courses from the best schools and universities in the world are available online for free, so why would you force your kid to go to school studying tons of books about engineering, when he actually hates it? I mean, even if he got high marks in this subject, it still won't be considered a success. It's better for him to study just one book at home about something he actually likes. That's if you really care about your kid's education. School is not a system for learning, but a system of memorizing, brainwashing, and destroying the dreams of the children, for the sake of some marks that have nothing to do with every kid's own abilities. So if you are the controller of your life, think about this again, and don't care about society. You don't need to see the community does something for you to follow it. Society is a bunch of sheep following each other. You don't need to wake up next morning finding that schools are gone, to act different. There are already millions of people who study online, and study field they like, then earn the degree from their home. You don't have to go to school if you are really looking for a real education. So the question that everybody must ask to himself, is the school actually necessary? And why would I go to school if it doesn't provide real science or education? And should I work my entire life in a job from 9 to 5? What about you? How do you see the school in your perspective? Comment below. Thank you for watching this video and especially learning a new attitude. If you will implement this to your mindset, please give the video a like, so I know how many of you try to be 1% closer to their goals. My goal this year is to hit 20k subscriber, which, let's be honest, I don't think is going to happen, but if we can hit 500 likes on this video, it would perfect. See you guys in the next few days.